All right, I'm rolling an intimidation check.
I give her the stones back.
Okay.
No, I rolled it. Hold on, let me have my moment.
I give her the stones back.
No, all right.
I give her the stones back.
Fine, I just give you a death stare.
I don't even look at you. I've looked away. Sassafrass, which way are we going?
Roll my eyes.
You're completely unfamiliar with all of this territory, all of our choices.
I do not know this terrain at all. I see a path straight ahead. I see a path slightly that way, and I see a path that way.
Well,
Would we have,
follow the yellow brick road.
could we tell, according to our camp, when the sounds went away? Or what, no, because none of us were awake. He was awake.
Hey, Jim, are the cadavers evil? Okay.
I mean, maybe someone else could look at them and see if they see anything.
Sure.
Just make an attempt. Yeah, you're not as skilled, but you certainly can make the attempt to track Craig. You are skilled at survival.
Survival.
Maybe we just give up. Head home?
Is it survival or perception?
Survival is the
17.
17. You aren't really able to determine
We're
much.
taking 20.
You can't take 20 to track.
Mother.
So what you're able to determine with that roll is that the tracks that are coming and going from the eastern side that she pointed to, those are right out. It's either the more northerly path or slightly northwest. But you don't.
Let's split the difference.
Who wants to climb a tree?
I don't know, let's ask the amazing ranger.
We did. She wanted a suggestion, but
Okay.
you've offered nothing.
So you narrowed
I
it down to two
take one
paths.
of my stones, I put it in my sling, and I'm going to sling it at
One of the magic stones.
Marcus.
It's a good use of
I
magic
can't
stones.
stop you from doing this. Yeah.
How long does his mage armor last?
Not all night.
I rolled 11. Do I add
Yeah, your ranged attack bonus.
7?
Yep.
So 18.
I think that's enough now. D4 damage.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
a 4 for 4.
Is
give
this
it 4
lethal?
back.
Is this lethal damage?
Oh wait,
It's
roll a
D4,
D4.
not a
Sorry,
D6.
sorry.
D4, come on, get a 4.
But is this lethal?
3.
3. What's your
that's
strength
close.
bonus? I think it's 1, right?
3 strength. Is it plus 2?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I look at Lyra and I say, I'm going to need you to waste one of your heal spells on me now.
You could have, it's his fault. Oh my god.
You're right. It's my fault. Could you use one of your heal spells? I also pick up the sling stone that is now on
Okay.
the ground,
Uh-huh.
and I throw it out into the forest.
Okay.
And I say, you got, what, 8 more? 10 more? 12 more?
Oh man.
Sassafrass rolls her eyes. Wait, I don't have to talk like that when I'm
Can I-
talking.
Are you going to climb a tree?
What is your...
I need...
Yeah.
I'm
I roll
down
my
to
eyes and
17
sigh
from
heavily and
22.
climb a tree.
Okay. Make a climb check.
Oh, good lord. I'm just
So I need one of those
leap
channel
over this
energies.
damn
She
tree.
rolls a
don't know if I
1
wanna-
and falls to her death.
You guys breeze through everything so
28.
easily until here.
Wow.
Okay,
Thanks.
you easily scamper up the one of
And I have to mark
the
it.
Aaron
better
Webb says,
trees.
don't heal him, Lyra. He won't learn that
You won't
way.
learn that way. You
I
won't
already
learn
just
nothing.
did.
But the
You can
good
easily
news
scamper up a
is-
tree,
Okay.
getting to the top. You can tell that from
I
a
know,
higher
Aaron.
vantage point that the more easily traveled
I
path
already
is
did,
northwest.
Okay.
You aren't able to determine whether this is the one that they've been taking, but you could tell that it's easier going, which leads you to believe that it might have more of a chance of being the right one because there's less underbrush and resistance.
I take
there.
into consideration the state of my team at this moment, and
What's
I decide that the easier path is probably the better way to go.
Okay.
So I climb
So-
down the tree.
What'd you see?
So Chelsea and Kelsey says, Lyra, he punched you. Don't you dare heal him. Chelsea, I already
Too
did
late.
heal him.
Look,
It's that
here's
delay.
the, here's
It's
the
that
important
comment
thing
delay.
to remember. Here's the important thing to remember. The most effective spell that Lyra has against a massive undead is channel energy, and she only wasted one of those on this completely useless endeavor caused by
However,
Alex.
he did punch me, and he is causing problems.
Did
So
you
I'm a
use a
little-
channel energy or
Yes,
did you?
I did.
Okay. Okay.
Jim's like,
Hey Jim,
Why?
can I make a perception check to see if I can see
Because
where
we're a team,
Marcus threw my stone?
Yeah, good.
and I thought maybe we all needed to
So,
be healed.
we're
or whatever
going
we're going toward.
northwest.
yeah, well, all of this insanity is happening.
15 plus my
Craig
8.
and I are having a sensible conversation.
No, that doesn't happen.
We're gonna go to the northwest.
All right, let's go.
You
Jim,
figure.
I'm ready.
15 plus 8.
Okay. You are aware of the approximate place where this would have landed, but it seems like you also are aware that everybody else seems to be like ready to head off in a direction now, and they're all looking at you like,
Yeah, I'm gonna march and go get my stone.
okay.
What are you doing?
I'll catch up.
What are you
Okay.
doing?
I'll catch up.
What are you doing?
I'm doing what
This is
Alex
good.
does.
How do you guys accomplish anything?
We don't.
Yeah, no. Don't think they do that. No, no, no.
What are you doing?
I'm getting my freaking stone. Let me get my stone. I'll follow
Why
you guys.
don't you have him detect magic and find it for you?
Okay, ask him because he won't talk to me.
No,
We gotta
intimidate
go.
the crap out
Sassafrass
of
needs
him.
us to go.
Intimidate.
I am boldly marching with Sassafrass.
Sassafrass, we will make
Okay.
it to avenge your wolf.
We gotta avenge Wolfie.
Clearly not in
You're
this
not going to
episode.
intimidate?
He's already gone.
He's already marching
gone.
on.
I'll follow in a second.
Let's get
Okay,
that wolf.
I'm gonna go towards it.
I mean,
and
get those
Are
cadavers.
you guys all heading off?
We're
Yes.
going northwest.
You begin heading northwest through the wilderness. Sassafrass, no, you know that you're leaving. She seems to be okay with being left behind for a moment, so you guys...
But I'm watching where they're going.
Sure, yeah, of course.
the direction.
So trying to split your attention between where they're going
Yes.
and where this small little stone may have landed. You need to make
Yes.
a perception check at a -4.
Oh, that's evil.
This.
Oh no.
7 minus 4
That's 3.
plus my 8.
That's 11.
11. Okay. You aren't able. You're in the area, like you're certain that it's somewhere close by. Like you're sure of it, but you can't quite. You're digging through the leaves and the grass and the fallen branches, and you haven't quite made it. And you look back and you see that they're getting further and further away, and occasionally, like Lyra will look back to see if you're following, but they're all getting further away. You haven't found it yet. You want to
For those of you just tuning in, Alex is looking for a stone in the woods while we go to the
A
adventure.
magical.
All right. I just kind of stomp my feet and then I just start running towards them.
Okay, you decide to abandon looking for the stone, leaving your powerful magical item in the forest,
Thank you.
lost forever, and make your
Jim,
way.
that doesn't help me.
Well, I mean,
I'm running.
you could go back and look for it. I'm
No,
just saying,
no,
like, you know,
no,
nothing
no.
wrong with it. You could try until you find it.
No,
You,
no.
know? you could just if you took one
No,
more. I
we
bet if
have
you
to
took one
go-
more stab at it, you'd probably get it.
No! I'm running.
Okay,
You should have
run.
intimidated him to detect it, and you can find
I
it.
forgot it was magical.
You
to be honest
all,
with you.
Alex rejoins the group. She does not look happy, but she rejoins the group, and you make your way further and further into the forest. It would seem that the path of least resistance was, in fact, correct. Insofar as eventually you begin to see more and more sign of heavy traffic in this area. This path seems to be like the further you travel, the better you feel that this was the correct route to take. And eventually, you track your foes through the forest to a foreboding place. The tracks that you are following lead you to a rocky outcropping, where you can see that there is an entrance to a cave. Standing over the cave entrance is a stone statue of a fierce dragon, watching out with eternal patience over the silent forest.
There's a dragon?
Dragon statue.
Stone statue.
Oh, I love dragons.
I do a perception check.
Okay.
I do. I love them. It's a part of my life that none of you know
For
about.
26.
26?
Yeah.
Okay. You determine that there is an unnatural quiet to the woods here. No sounds of wildlife, nothing but the wind through the trees. You can see that traffic in this area has been heavy of late, and a lot of it entering and exiting the direction of this cave. You are almost certain that this is where they hide during the day. You can tell that the cave is not it's not it might have been dug, but not by skilled laborers. It's mostly dirt. What rock there is just natural rock. It is not worked stone.
But the dragon statue is?
That just seems to be a leftover from some very, very old, because it's mostly moss covered and it's obviously somewhat crumbling, cracked. So
So I come up behind.
whatever may have been here, maybe perhaps there was some sort of structure that was supposed to be started here that was never completed. or whatever. But either way, the cave that you're looking into is has a very unfinished and a rather natural look to it. It's mostly just dirt and roots, though further on it just disappears into darkness.
Is this it? Is this our lair?
I guess so. I didn't know we were looking for a lair.
I'm going to detect magic on the dragon.
Okay. You detect no magic.
Do I detect any magic inside the cave?
You detect no magic from inside the cave.
Does anyone know what this dragon is?
It's a dragon.
Yeah, have you seen it before? You know.
Stone.
Isn't he difficult? He's so difficult.
Yeah, you shouldn't have healed him.
I'm going to burn my scroll and cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Cast what on you?
Magical force
Mage
Mage armor. That's what he does.
appears around your
That's
body,
what he does.
tightens in around you like
And
armor, and
vanishes.
then disappears.
Craig hates it more than anything.
Craig hates magic. Oh, so
Kyle the Adams wants to know, is it the Cave of Wonders? Are they going to find a djinn inside? Is this how Soshal is freed?
is
No,
not
Soshal will
it.
never be freed. Soshal is at our mercy and
That's
whim.
definitive.
so if they're all in there, what's our best play?
Stride
Boldly.
boldly.
I stealth up to the entrance of the cave to peek in.
Go ahead.
See if
Stealth.
I see anything.
Stealth forth.
Stealth forth. 22.
22? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you are fairly certain that you're quiet enough that nothing inside would have heard your approach. You get up to the mouth of the cave, and looking in, you can see that it is a very narrow, tight space. Crag, especially, is going to have a lot of difficulty moving through it effectively.
This is like
You
the
can see that
Descent.
it's so winding, and because it's not straight, it's not dug well. You can see that there are a lot of claw marks in the dirt, which makes you think that it probably was dug, but probably the creatures that you are presuming inhabit it now. There are still like tangles of roots that sometimes dangle down. You can't see very deep into it because it's twisty and turny, but you don't see any signs of immediate danger at the entrance. They must be much further in,
Well, Jim
and you
Smith.
don't hear anything.
Jim Smith says, and guarding the cave is a little bunny rabbit with sharp teeth.
It's long.
So
I walk up to the mouth of the cave where Sassafrass is,
Okay.
and I pull out one of my cups. And I cast light on it, and I toss it down there.
Okay. The cup goes tumbling down in the dirt some 30 feet ahead of you.
Does it shatter?
No,
Bummer.
it does not shatter. But
Would
it
that
illuminates. What's that?
Would that work, though?
Would what work?
If I cast light on the mug cup, and then it shattered, would all the little bits be light?
It would emit the total mass would emit the same amount of light. So actually, if it shattered too much, it would diffuse the light.
It would
So-
diffuse the light over a
yeah.
wider area, though.
Yeah, yeah, but it
Okay.
would be so dim that you might not actually be
You'd
able
be
to
so dim.
see anything.
Come on, be so dumb.
It would basically
Yeah.
get to the point like those like airplane floor lights, where you can tell that they're there, but they don't really illuminate anything.
You can tell that you're there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what do we see?
More dirt. You don't see whatever the tunnel must go, or even
Could we
further
hear anything?
back.
I look back at Crag.
I wish we had some sort of explosive.
You wish? What do you mean an
Close the
explosive?
center.
What about something loud?
I actually might.
You want to draw them? You want to draw them out?
Hold on, I think I have something explosive. One second, I gotta
Well,
find it.
so it's very narrow. They'd be coming out one at a time.
We just hang
We
by
don't
the-
we don't know how many there are.
I have an alchemist fire.
Yeah.
Do you want to use it?
So
Blow them all up.
thunderstone.
Blow them all up.
You want to burn a thunderstone or just start yelling? Should we
Well,
start yelling and?
If they would draw out, somebody could be up top just pouring holy water on them as they come out.
Yeah. Could do that.
That'd be cool.
Let's
My
do
idea.
it.
All right, let's
Who
do
has
it.
holy water? I mean, I know I
You do.
I have two.
You have two.
Yeah, but I'm thinking I go all the way back
Because you're gonna.
and dip the arrows and
Yeah,
for range
that'd
attacks.
be good.
The guys who get through.
That's a good idea. And then you go to the top and just pour it on them as they come out. Okay.
And then you can just
I'm
hang.
all for
you can hang
Alex
by the
wasting another
doorway
thing.
and just keep.
I am at the mouth.
Alex, what?
I am at the mouth of the
What'd you
cave
say?
playing whack-a-mole.
What do you say?
And
Yeah.
what did you say?
Nothing. If Alex uses the Tanglefoot bag as well, then they will be tangled at the entrance as they come out and not be able to move and can be poured more holy water on.
I can also take one of the holy waters and dip my daggers in it.
I can also.
Or my rapier. if I'm
Brian
doing
makes a
rapier.
good point. Has anyone tried the doorbell?
Is there a doorbell?
I can also do a spell that's hold person and it makes them freeze, so we could easily hit.
I'm gonna go look at the statue.
Okay. It seems to be very old. It has no markings that bear any specific significance to you. It doesn't appear to have. If there were any details to it, they seem to have long faded over time. This is definitely something that hasn't seen any care or attention for
Do
many,
I see
many years.
any? Well, I wouldn't know the difference, but does it look like anything's been up here?
No, in fact, it's actually very difficult to get close to it because it's up over the cave entrance, and most of the rocks near it are sort of vine covered and covered in moss, and it's just very difficult for you to really even you're just kind of looking up at it because it's very difficult to get anywhere near it. It
So
looks
are
like
we
very
ready?
likely
Yeah.
the terrain must have changed
what am I
somewhat
doing?
over.
We're
the
all
years.
in those
Well,
positions.
who's going up there to pour holy water?
She is.
Yes.
Alex.
She's gonna be up there pouring holy water.
Sure.
You're gonna be doing your thing.
That's my thing.
You're gonna be doing something. Burning,
I'll do something.
Fire, burning
Maybe
balls.
something will happen.
I'll be close so that I can do
So
that.
we're ready. We're all.
I'm gonna go
you're
up
in
next to
position.
Alex.
I'm back
Okay.
across
Oh, yeah,
the clearing.
and I'm
Next
close
to
enough
me.
that I'm hiding.
Now-
But enough where I can I still be in the same area where I can channel energy and hurt them?
Now the
Stealth check.
The mug.
Stealth check.
How long will the mug be illuminated? How much? Like how long
That's
will
a
it be
question
light
for
in the
a
cave?
a mage.
How long
8.
will we have light in the cave right there?
While.
A while.
You find that it's very
Okay.
difficult to get a good hiding space where you can actually still see into the tunnel and catch everybody in a burst of magic, and getting all the things you want seems to be a little more difficult. You kind of manage to get yourself in a place where maybe you'd be hidden, but it doesn't look very good.
All right. Well, it's okay. I'm just gonna be ready. To
So
channel
we're
energy.
ready.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the mouth of the cave.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my favorite thing, my Schwarzenegger Predator
Hold on.
call
Hold
Okay.
on.
Hold on. I'm gonna
into the cave.
take my Tanglefoot bag and I'm going. Wait. No, why don't I use my caltrops instead?
Because they're undead.
So, but with the Tanglefoot, don't I have to throw it at?
It will not. You can create a patch. Like if you were to just throw it at the ground, you could create a patch, but you know that it won't last very long.
Uh-huh.
It'll dry out and just kind of become useless after a while.
Right.
So it needs to be timed very well. It's most effective if you were to actually hit a creature with it.
Okay.
But even if you create a patch of sticky area, you're gonna catch one in it, and then it's gonna start.
All right,
to-
I'm gonna
to
wait,
crumble
but I'm
away.
gonna-
So it's good for one.
I'm gonna pour some of the holy water on my rapier
Okay.
as well,
You coat your.
and I'm gonna climb on
your-
top of the
And
cave.
I've lined up 6 arrows that I've dipped in the holy water.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I let out my roar into the
Okay.
cave. Oh!
You guys have prayed yourself.
on, do it.
Crag lets out a mighty roar that reverberates throughout the length of the
am
tunnels.
looking in there.
And then you
Ready.
wait.
I'm
and
waiting.
wait. And after maybe 3-4 minutes, deeper in the darkness, right at the edge of where Marcus's light illuminates, you see 2 pinpoints, light
fireflies.
reflecting from beady, glossy eyes, and soon you see motion as something
Pinpoints of light? Lyra loves lamp.
as something in the darkness is cautiously making its way forward. It gets to the edge of the light and it's looking out, and it seems to be blinking furiously, having a lot of trouble seeing further towards the mouth of the tunnel. It's about 30 feet ahead of you. It's standing right over Marcus's mug, and it seems to be just stopped for a moment. unable
Can I
to
see?
really-
Can I see that it's one of the?
Oh yes, this is
Yeah.
absolutely one of the creatures that you have been fighting for so long.
And there's just one.
There's one that you currently see, yes.
There's one right here at the light.
Well, get it out of here.
Scream
I
again.
don't think it likes the light.
So we have to go
Oh, I
in.
can fix that. I dismiss the spell.
Okay.
I take a little bit. I take a couple steps back from the mouth of the cave. But I'm ready.
Okay, the creature in the darkness, it begins to move forward. You can now see it, and it gets right to where the edge of the sunlight spilling into the cave. There's there's a word for it, and I'm forgetting it. But the edge of the light, and it stops, and it's looking at you, and you can see its mouth is open, and it's opening and closing its jaws, and it's flexing its claws, but it won't move forward
Alex.
into the sunlight.
Throw me a holy water. Drops
Does he
it down.
catch it?
Do I catch it? Do I have to do a?
Sure, yeah.
Thanks, Adam. What do I add to that?
What's your dex bonus?
3. 9
Okay.
plus 3. 12.
Well, okay, yeah. It drops into your hand, and you catch it.
Oh God.
I just say what to you. What are you doing?
Just don't tell him. Just do it.
No, what are you doing? Why are you encouraging
I'm gonna
discord?
throw holy water at this thing. It's standing right here. Can you see it? Obviously you can't see it. You're up top, right?
Well, what do you mean? Why is it not coming at you?
The light.
It won't come in the light.
Oh, well, hang on a second. I go down there
Okay.
and I stand behind Craig
Okay.
and I cast Disrupt Undead on it.
You have to touch.
I don't do anything. I go back up there and I say, "Do what you're doing."
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Oh God. Okay.
The creature that is looking at you sees all of this, and it begins to back away from the light.
No.
Just throw. Get him.
Light the cup again.
I light a cup and I throw it down there.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't.
At this point, it's just going back further and further and further, and disappears around a corner.
I don't want to go in there.
We're gonna have
I think
to.
we're gonna have to.
Well, if I would have known it was a touch spell, I wouldn't have gone down there.
We're gonna have to.
Oops.
All right, guys. These things. Oh, guys, these things won't come in the light.
This is the first time we had like a plan that was like, oh, this is gonna work. And
No,
Jim's
but no,
like,
it never worked.
No.
Jim was
That
never
was
gonna
a
let it
good
work.
plan.
You
So
can wait
if you
for
guys thought,
nighttime.
if you guys thought that our one good plan in the entire history of the show was worth anything, then leave us a comment. Also, make sure to share the show using the hashtag Dragons and Stuff on Facebook. Make sure your share is on Facebook. Make sure it's public, and use the hashtag Dragons and Stuff, and you will be entered to win prizes galore from Paizo that we are giving out at the end of this broadcast. So if you're watching us on Twitch, thanks for joining us. Just hop over to Facebook really fast and share the live video that is the same video you're watching on Twitch. So it's kind of no different, only it's on Facebook.
I give
Makes
your
all the difference
holy
to
water
us.
back, Alex.
Okay.
You wait for nighttime, then your plan will work perfectly.
We could. Let's do that. I don't want to go in there.
Let's wait till we can't see in the dark.
We could set a lot of fires out here.
Well,
Okay.
since we have the ability to light stuff up, we could go in there and
We could
then.
go in. I have torches.
Yeah,
we could go
and
in.
we could go in and trap them somewhere in there by setting up a light barrier.
We're going into their home. That puts us at a big disadvantage.
Why is that?
Wait,
don't
Sassafrass,
know
what
any of
what
the
did you want to
areas.
do?
Of their home.
Like if we go in, we can trap them in places inside using light.
Wait,
Using fire, yes. I can only cast
Yeah.
light on one thing at a time.
Okay.
Crag, you noticed that it wasn't really the light that seemed to be bothering it
Was the
the
sun.
sunlight. The Marcus's magical light didn't seem to have much of an effect on
That's
it,
true.
but the sunlight itself seemed to. It would not approach that.
Well, Jeff Kotke says, stride boldly forward.
No, he says stride boldly forward.
Yeah, with, like,
in Quigley's
13
inclination.
exclamation points.
Yeah, lot of tonality.
And
of Quigley.
Hector says hello again, second time with you guys. It's Friday night.
Yay,
Roll.
thank
Mike
you,
Harris
Hector.
says, ooh, spooky piano music. Oh, spooky music.
That's all thanks to Sirenscape.
Yes.
right.
I wish we can hear it. We
I
can't
know,
hear it.
That would help our.
I know.
So,
Thank you, Dot.
do we wait till night, have them come to us, or do we go onto their home turf?
I mean, Lyra said she can just kill them all.
I just said.
Remember how
that-
excited you were? Remember when you could kill them all?
Yeah, I know. That was really
So-
amazing.
What if we go with our original plan, stay outside the cave, light a bunch of fires so we could see?
Yes.
It's probably not going to affect them. They'll come out.
Yep.
It seems like sunlight kills them, or they don't like it. It
hurts.
might kill them. I don't know.
I just think that our plan would have worked perfectly, and I think that we should keep our posts.
All right.
Let's do it.
Oh, we're waiting now for nighttime?
How many hours do we have?
We didn't even
It's
eat yet today.
quite a few.
boy.
Quite a few.
It's
You
what-
have some time to prepare if there's anything specific that you guys want to do to prepare. You
I get sleep for 8 hours.
Meditate. Meditate.
I-
You're not going to get back any abilities that you
We're gonna
have
eat.
lost.
Can I make any scrolls?
Yeah, we're gonna eat.
You could.
I'll eat.
I'll
I
make some
cast
scrolls.
alarm at the entrance, like down the entrance of the
Yeah.
cave.
Absolutely. Mental or audible?
Mental.
Okay.
Because I don't want the sound to scare them.
Okay.
But that way I'll know.
Yeah,
when
you
the
will
Let's scare
sound-
us or them.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So you set an alarm near the entrance of the cave so that if anything crosses that barrier, you will be
Yeah.
mentally alerted.
This
with
is
thinking.
great.
I want to make a scroll.
Okay. Make a scroll, I think.
Who is best at throwing things?
What do I do?
I don't know. What scroll do you want to make?
Magic missile.
Okay. Roll a d20.
What is that, a range?
Yeah, what would that be?
Spellcraft check.
It's range?
I have
Yeah.
Range.
Where is
Where's
range?
range?
27.
Okay, make a scroll. Yes.
Where's range?
Ranged attack. I'm guessing a ranger would have the best ranged attack. Throwing,
Yeah.
She seems to be very skilled with the bow,
Yeah.
yes.
plus-
but throwing alchemist's fire.
She would still be good at it. She wouldn't be as... She's not as
Probably
good at it.
probably better than any of us, maybe.
Alex is not bad with the...
Alex is good
with the-
throwing.
Yeah, she's
She's
got a
just
high
not
dex.
as good as Sassafrass.
Why are you looking at me? Like, I'm... Like, this is weird.
I was just thinking something and you were in my. You were right there.
Adam hates me today.
So
Can I make another scroll?
I'm gonna take
stop
this
you.
time. I'm gonna take this time to take a little break.
Oh, crack crap?
Yeah.
Ah,
For real?
I'll go away.
You
Yeah,
make a
because-
crack crap, yeah.
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 Because I haven't done one in a while.
That's an important
A little
part of every
backed up.
day.
Doesn't it make me feel better, lighter
Good
for
job.
battle?
He wants to
Good
be
point.
as light as possible
go-
for the coming battle.
Because I don't have anything else to prepare.
Okay.
No.
I'm just enjoying the nature.
Okay.
The nature. I'm going to make another magic missile.
Okay.
Scroll.
Make a scroll of magic missile.
Jim, with this-
19.
sorry.
It's not-
With the sling, can I
Yeah.
throw regular rocks?
You can, yeah. You can use regular rocks.
Okay, just for future. Okay.
Do you want to look for some stones or no?
Yeah, actually, I'll do that while we're all
Okay,
waiting.
make a perception check.
Man, can we
What's with these
You know
sixes
what?
today?
Oh,
screw
crap.
this? Can we set up? Can we?
on.
I'm thinking again. I'm always going back to my. It's like a lot of my knowledge comes from Schwarzenegger movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
So
Wow.
this is Eric talking right now. But remember in Predator, he built the whole thing for the alien for the Predator, all the sharpened sticks and stuff. What if we mess with the front of their cave, or we build some sort of trap that we can drop on them too when they're coming out? How many hours do we have?
What do I know about cadavers?
It would slow them down.
You know that apparently divine magic or regular magic will actually keep them dead. You know that using regular normal attacks will not keep it can damage them, but they will recover from those wounds very easily. You know that they're undead. You know that they seem to attack without concern for their own safety.
Do I
you
know-
do notice that, however, that does not extend to their fear of sunlight. It seems to be the only thing that will actually stop them from just mindlessly attacking.
Okay. Sure, you do. I'm making the scrolls, so whatever you decide to do. Can I make another scroll?
Okay.
Mage armor.
Robert Nash says, Lyra, can you flood the cave?
Jim,
JimJam?
It would not be very effective.
Charles Pryor says Craig
says
craps, and
no.
immediately the undead flee the cave.
Ew. Jim, I rolled a 6 plus my 8. It's 14.
Okay. You find like 3 rocks that look like they're just the right amount, the right size that you could use them as effective sling bullets, but there's not that many rocks here, so
Okay,
those are probably the best you're gonna do.
cool. Thank you.
Are you making that, Craig?
It would slow them down.
I make another scroll.
You know, I know what I'm gonna do too. Can I appraise my pimp mug?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do we have something to make fire?
Yes, we have,
yeah,
some of us
yeah,
have
yeah.
flint and steel.
15.
I have flint and steel too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we have to
You managed
prepare
to
all
ruin
Yeah,
the
I'm
fire
fires.
making,
for
I'm
yourself.
making like bonfire things
We have to
around.
prepare all the
Okay, yeah,
fires.
you start
perimeter.
gathering up
Yeah.
stuff that you could easily light at a
Yeah.
moment's notice, and yeah, you just
I'm
need a
just
source of
enjoying
fire
the
for
nature.
that.
Jim, I rolled 14 plus
I'm
my
just gonna
6.
use
What were you
lot of
trying to do?
killing.
I'm sorry. Appraise the mug.
Appraise the mug that I've
You
had.
would guess
that's a
that if
dumb
you were
idea.
just as long as there's nothing else to it, But it did come out of Magic Shop. You would guess that you could probably get
So we don't
good
end up-
65, 66 gold out of it. Maybe pump somebody up to 70 if you had a good diplomacy check on
Who
your.
would I sell that to? Like Swift Winds?
Yeah, you could sell it to anybody who.
Oh wait, Swift Winds.
Well, you do know that Swift wins. Although
yeah.
they seem to have let that go since you did your thing.
So say it again. I'm sorry. 60.
You would guess that somewhere between 65 and 70, depending on who you're dealing with.
Okay. Thank you.
So I'm making a bunch of sharp sticks,
Okay.
getting a bunch of branches bigger, and I want to place them all like at the mouth of the
Yeah.
cave.
Okay.
All different lengths, and kind of making almost a wall, so they're going to have to come kind of up and through, and
Okay.
they can't come straight out.
Okay. Is anybody going to help him do this?
I'll help. I'll start.
Absolutely not.
helping.
I'll help.
Manual labor, no.
I'll start helping.
Do we get this set up?
Make a survival check and add +2 for each person who is helping you.
Jim, how close are the trees? Is the tree line to the caves? To the cave?
There isn't so much. You guys are kind of still in a very heavily wooded area, so tree line is.
So I have 2 helpers.
Yes.
Like there are just lots of trees around. Huh? Yeah, you
I have 2 helpers, 18.
18? Okay. You managed to find 6 tree limbs that you feel are suitable and strong enough for this task.
Yeah.
And you begin setting up the best perimeter that you can. You guess that this will likely slow them down.
Cool.
Somewhat. Yes. You're fairly certain that. that'll work.
Perfect.
I make another scroll.
You've passed like 8 hours at this point, I think.
Great.
So,
So I make
you're
another
probably done for the day.
Oh, okay. Then I climb a tree.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other specific preparations they want to make before we catch up to?
So
Actually, I climb a tree too.
Okay.
Can I fire?
Yeah,
a
you
bow
can fire a
up
bow
tree?
from
Yeah.
up in the trees. Yeah.
I find a good vantage point.
Yeah.
And you're
sure.
going to be above with your water pouring.
me
Can I
there.
look for another nicer place to hide?
Yeah.
Is
What if you
protection
need
from
me-
evil, is that a touch
Craig,
spell?
What if you need me to
The
flank?
communal one.
Yeah.
Drop down.
Yeah, you
Drop
need to
from
touch
above.
each person when you
Alright.
cast
Or
it
drop
that it will
down.
affect.
I got
Acrobatics.
13, and then what do I add to it?
Stealth. Yeah.
I'm just letting you guys
13
know.
plus 19.
Okay.
As
find a better
Eric
place?
or
This
as
time, now that
Craig?
you're
As
you're,
Crag.
yeah, you find a much better place where you still have line of sight.
I will be
you notice
going
that
into
your
a
friends
blind
are kind of
rage.
spreading out, so it's really hard
Sure.
to keep
What
all
does
of
that
them in the
might kill
radius.
I won't. No, I
Um,
won't kill you. But
Okay.
So.
But I can see the cave,
Yeah,
and like I can put down my.
Yeah. What you're
channel.
noticing is that with your current hiding spot, it's good, and you can see the cave. But if Alex is going to be standing above the cave, she's going to be out of your radius from where you have to position yourself.
So,
But everybody else, but that's if you want to get everybody else.
But no, but that's. I'm trying to just make sure I can channel energy to hurt them. I can do that.
You want to be closer to the cave, then
Is there a place to hide that's better than what I found?
you're sacrificing one thing for another.
What?
Spell
Nice.
effectiveness for being hidden. You can be less hidden
Be
to the
less
cave.
hidden, that's
don't
Okay.
be scared.
I'll be less
Okay.
hidden. No big deal.
All right.
No big deal.
So you take a position that is less concealed, but you
Okay.
are much closer to the mouth of the cave so that you'll be able to catch more of these things as they come pouring out.
so I'm gonna climb the tree
Okay.
with sassafras.
The same tree?
Yeah, because you'll protect me.
I jump to another tree.
You're you go to the tree and you start climbing up, and she looks down at you and says, "The same tree?" and leaps
The same tree?
and leaps to another
Gracefully.
tree. Gracefully.
Well-
Make an acrobatics jump.
Oh boy. Somewhere up there, 28,
39.
30,
Yeah. 40.
25.
Yeah. You just like a flying squirrel just leap to another
Yeah.
tree that's
I
nearby.
look at her and I go, well, that was foolish. I say, so anybody, Crag, I might encourage you to do this. Climb up this tree, and when we hear them coming out, you can go down there. But I have a spell that will only last a short while, but it will protect you from evil. You can still attack, but evil can't attack you. Well, evil can attack you, but they
So
suffer penalties.
you have to touch me?
Yes, I have to touch you.
How long does it last?
It will last, with a battle with you, long enough. Anybody that wants to, so the offer's open.
I don't like touching.
It can be me and 3 other people.
I'm up a tree. I don't need it.
Wait. So what?
Great. I rescind the offer, and I will be casting it on myself. Offer is rescinded.
I'm going
No,
up.
We were
Wait. You
I
were
just didn't
talking
know
to
what was
Crag for
happening.
a second.
Are you high?
I don't hear it.
Am I
don't
tall
know
enough
what's
to where you
happening.
could touch me where I don't have to go up the tree?
You would have to leave yourself. I mean, you wouldn't get it as high as you would like to be protected, because your idea is to be protected from things on the ground.
Fine. Can I climb a lower branch and be closer to be ready to go, and he could touch me and.
Sure can.
The sacrifices you have to make.
All right.
sometimes.
I would like that too.
I would too.
Well, I thought you were going to stand over the entrance to the cave. Are you not?
Oh, do I
gonna
have to stand underneath him at all times?
He has to
No, it's
touch
just that
you,
he has to
and then
touch
you
you
go.
and then do it.
Couldn't I just like run to him real quick, touch his mane,
and then
go?
no, not if they're coming out.
Yeah, if they're coming, they'll
it has to
probably
be at the
notice
same
you. Yeah.
time.
No.
I
Oh,
thought
looks
it was
like
like
you're
a
getting in the
pre
tree with
thing.
him to get touched.
I'm good
By
with
an
the
angel.
Tree. No, I have to
All
touch
right,
you guys.
whatever. I'm on top of the cave. I'm waiting.
You're the
Touching.
one who needs it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So,
be right
yeah.
in there. So I'm just letting you guys
What
know.
you soon notice as you're looking around is that Alex is up in the cave ahead of you. Everybody else is behind you up in a tree, and you're kind of just by yourself
This is-
down there on the ground.
Oh my gosh. But I don't want to leave Alex. Well, I definitely. What was your? All
The
right.
sun is starting to set.
So listen, no
getting
one is
darker and
listening.
darker.
Listening. What?
I'm gonna be in a blind rage.
Well, she
I'm just
cast
letting you know.
alarm
Let's-
down the
Yeah, but
tunnel, right? You'll know if they're coming. I thought you
Yeah,
cast
it's
alarm
gonna be
down the tunnel.
alarm. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not coming yet.
Okay. Well, then I need to go back here and get whatever
Crap,
power
what do you mean by
that.
blind range?
You got to climb up a tree.
I
I'm
don't
just gonna
know,
rage
he's
out,
Fine,
and
I'm on one
then-
of the branches.
So this is the last communication we will have
listening.
until after this.
Go.
That's just what I'm saying.
All right.
Well, you probably already knew that.
Oh, I don't get
All
to
right,
hear
Good
from you
luck,
anymore.
everyone.
Are we
You'll
all
fi-
clear?
One of you will probably die. I'll live.
Are you gonna make
Are we
sure
all
that we
clear
get-
on the plan?
Yes.
Guys,
What is the plan?
Let's go down the line and everyone say exactly what they're gonna do.
Okay.
I'm going to use the power of the universe.
To do what?
What?
To do what?
I'm
What
glad
do you-
you're.
I'm gonna. Well, I'm gonna use the.
Exactly.
It's complicated, and you obviously don't understand it.
You're
but
just
that's,
hanging out in a tree the whole time?
Well, and raining down fire and.
Okay,
death.
that's an answer
you
then.
That's the
Thank
power
you.
of the universe.
All right,
Come on,
fine.
Sassafrass.
All right, and then I'm going to. You're gonna, touch our.
When somebody says they're coming, I'll touch whoever wants to be touched,
And that's
I will
for
touch you.
Evil.
I will touch you. I need to touch you a little bit longer though than Craig.
What's the
Craig
plan?
accepts
I'm going to
freaking
go
sake.
back down, and I'm going to channel energy so that they can die for real.
Great.
Good. Craig.
I'm gonna smash. I'm gonna go in barbarian rage and smash everything.
Great.
Crab
Sass?
smash.
I'm up in a tree with a clear view of the entrance, and I'm gonna be shooting them with holy water tipped arrows.
Excellent. Good. And I'm on top of the cave, and I'm going to pour holy water as they come out, and I have my dipped rapier in the holy water as well, just in
Awesome.
case.
All
Good.
right.
We're ready.
Okay. Good. Darkness falls.
Oh,
Thank God.
there it is. Michael K7 says, "Hola, team! Just got back from free RPG day.
Yeah.
That was an awesome.
Nice.
That's an awesome day. Well, welcome to your next free RPG while you watch us for free and potentially win prizes. But you knew that, Michael. All you have to do is share this live episode on Facebook. Use hashtag Dragons and stuff. Do it now. Do it public and do it well.
Yes, all of those things.
Use the power of the universe.
Darkness falls. You have no trouble seeing, your eyes adjust very easily.
Yeah.
The rest of you down under the forest cover find that it's very difficult. You can only make out shadows ahead of you.
Did they light their fires?
Actually,
No, not yet.
I can
No
see.
fires have
I
been lit yet.
I can see
Crap.
pretty well.
Yeah,
Oh
you
God,
actually,
this is
Lyra,
like the
are
wagon
able to see
thing.
fairly well.
Yeah.
We're the worst.
Nobody lit the
So-
fires, huh?
You have.
No, we can't light the fires until they come out.
I'm yelling. Lyra,
What?
light the fires.
I don't have any fire.
I throw it down.
I take a cup and I light my cup. I cast light on it and I toss it down.
But we
by
don't want the
Craig.
fires lit till
Okay.
they come out, right?
Light them now. We light them
Okay.
now. It's sun setting. So I
gosh.
throw her down a torch.
I'm with you. I'm
And-
like had
oh,
to
you're in
climb
the
up
tree
higher.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys all had to go up in the tree.
I'm getting
someone
down.
had
I'm
to
getting
touch you.
down because
Okay.
I'm fast. I
Okay.
get down. I light my torch.
Okay.
And I light all the fires. How
As
many
you're lighting
fires
the
did you build?
torch, you
Do we need to
feel
Six.
the barrier is crossed.
Oh, guys! The alarm!
Touch
the alarm
me!
fell off of my head!
You climb
touched
down
it.
and he's too high up. There's no
No,
touching.
there's no touching, Craig.
You climb down.
I run down. I start lighting fires.
Okay.
I
As
give-
you are lighting.
I give Lyra.
Dang. Okay. Hurry!
I'll give her 2 minutes of
2 minutes? Okay.
protection of evil because Craig's not up here, right?
No,
Yeah.
Crag is down. He's
So
now
she gets 2
rushing
minutes of
towards the
protection
first
from evil.
like fire pile to
So
light
that
it.
gives
We forgot the damn
that
fires.
gives plus
I
2
thought
to
we didn't wanna light them till they
AC
came
against evil.
Yes.
So against these creatures, your AC is
An
increased
additional
by
plus 2.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I got it.
Okay.
Now you can go down.
I am go.
Oh, and then I cast Mage Armor on myself with my scroll.
Okay.
How many fires were there, and how many fires got lit?
There were 3 piles. You light the first one, and then you can hear the sound of creatures coming from deeper in the tunnel.
I yell at Crag and I say, "Throw it my way!" And so you need to throw it to me because I can run faster than you, and I'm
You're in a
fine.
tree.
No,
As
I'm
she
like-
is
I'm like-
yelling to you, you see the first one right at the mouth of the cave. Alex,
I'm pouring.
just underneath you, this creature bursts out of the cave and is rushing forward.
He's already
as
past
you,
the.
No, I'm not saying you can't do your thing, but I'm just saying it's coming out.
Okay.
You're doing your thing?
Yeah.
Now you understand that in order
gonna
for the
see
holy
me.
water to be effective, you have to use up what, like you can't just like, oh, I touched it with a drop of water. Like you will use a dose of your holy water. That is the way this works.
I love how you tell me that right now.
Oh man,
Of course
my
he does.
holy water get there.
Okay.
The first one has breached the cave entrance. What do?
I try and stab it with my rapier.
You are higher than it.
Damn it.
You want to leap down and stab it? Okay. We're past that.
This is
Roll
too
initiative.
But I was throwing down my torch.
Nope.
You can, yeah, you light the first fire.
8
Yeah, I
plus
threw
6,
down the
Fire's
torch
lit.
and I saw it.
Yeah.
14.
25.
13.
Sassafrass is amazing. She's my favorite. I don't like any of you.
Oh wait, we're in the woods, right?
Yes, you are.
27.
27.
21.
There.
14.
Yeah, but
14.
You have 2.
I got a 12, Jim.
I
am
have
super
2?
quick.
You
you
have
have
2.
2. I have 2.
Okay.
I forgot to give me one.
Sassafrass, you were the first to go. You see that as this thing bursts out of the cave, Crag has
Inventory
lit the
management.
first fire,
Right.
and Alex
I
is
know.
like apparently forgotten her part of the plan because she's standing like
Right.
frozen in
Yeah,
indecision at
I
the top of
messed
the
this up
cave,
again.
and this thing is like coming out and about to looks like it's getting ready to leap over
Okay.
Crag's palisade. You have an opportunity. Yep.
All right. I shoot
2 arrows go
2
flying
holy
forward.
water tipped arrows. All right, what is that? 9 plus 14 is
23.
You got it.
23 plus 4 because they're undead.
Yes, that's correct.
27.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it.
And then I rolled for the second one as well.
Yeah, roll your
She's
second attack to see if it
better
hits, and
than
then you can
every
look at
way.
it.
Oh, 4 plus 9 is 20.
13.
13 plus 4 is 17.
That is enough.
Great.
Both arrows thunk into its rotted flesh. It howls in agony.
Guys,
you see that
Sassafrass
there's
is
a
amazing.
burst of greenish flame as your arrow passes through its skin as the holy water makes contact with it.
5, 6, 10.
10 points of damage
Yeah.
total for both arrows?
No,
or?
that's the first one. 7, 8, 12. 22?
The first one goes down just as it's about to leap up on, trying
Wait,
to
does
leap
it get
up
any
onto the
bonuses because it's holy water tipped?
What is going to happen with that is that normally your normal arrows
Wouldn't
would
kill
not
it.
keep it down, but because they're tipped in holy water, they will keep it.
Did you get it? Did you get
So
it?
the 2 arrows go
Sounds
thump
like
thump
it.
right into it, and
Yeah.
the creature just falls backwards before it can
The
even make
plan
the
is
leap.
brilliant. Jeff K says, "I love Sassafrass and her
Crag.
accent. Can we keep her?" And I say, "I hope."
I hope.
The wood pile at your feet bursts into flames. You are standing there. You see the first creature go down. You can hear more coming, but you can't really see into the cave because you're
How
buried.
far is the other pile?
You could make it there with a move action. Like, if you want to take your turn to go light another one, that's fine.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we could have more visibility.
Okay.
I'm gonna go because I couldn't throw it. I couldn't do. That doesn't matter.
Just do it.
I'm doing it. I'm lighting the other.
Okay.
Lighting the other
You
thing.
grab the torch and rush over to the next pile. Light it. It whoops. There's a whoomp, and then you can hear the things begin to move. Sassafrass, from your vantage point, and Marcus in the now flickering firelight, and you're still high up, right?
No, I've moved down.
Okay, so
He
you don't
already
see
gave me the
past Craig's Barrier. You can hear the sounds of many of these creatures all funneling out of the entrance to this place. You guys see about 5 of them come bursting out of the cave entrance, and they seem to be trying to scrabble up over Crag's Barrier, but they're all penned in because of the trap that you guys had set up. But it looks like they will not. That won't hold them. They can climb up it, but it looks like for now that's as far as they'll get. Which takes us to Lyra, your action for the round.
I would like to cast. I would like to do the channel energy. Am I close enough? If I'm,
You want to
by
get
the
down
cave?
and move over?
well, I already got down, so yes. I'd like to move forward toward it. And can
But
I
did
also?
she get down, Jim? Could you tell us? Could you clarify that, God?
It's fine. You're down,
and I would like
you rush
to.
forward.
Yes, and I channel energy.
So you rush up just to the other side of Crag's Barrier. You can hear them scrabbling over the wood and trying to make their way over it. And just one has actually gotten to the top and is like peering over and looking down at you with its beady black
What color
eyes.
is it?
It has a greenish tone to its skin.
7.
Those are the
7?
small ones.
Okay, a burst of silver light centering on you and spreading outward washes over it, and you can see sparks fly as most of its flesh on its head begins to melt away. You hear the howls of agony from these creatures from beyond the wooden barrier.
It looks like hashtag Team Sassafrass is trending in our chat. Understandable why, though Chelsea Ann does mention she is still hashtag Team Alex, though she do like
Understandable.
sassy.
Sassy, that's my nickname.
We're trying to
Sassy.
we're trying to get rid of Quigley, so as long as there's no hashtag Team Quigleys in chat.
Alex,
Yeah.
is your action.
All right.
You see that there's this group of still 5 of these creatures below you right
I'm
now.
gonna throw one of the flasks.
Okay,
At.
so you pick one a target. There's one. Many of them are still lower on the ground. They're starting to climb up the wood. One has almost reached the top. Can I
me?
say that's the one that? No, not to you. To the. It's trying to climb. Oh, it doesn't. Nothing seems to know that you're there yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it.
Okay, so you chuck the vial of holy water at it. Shatters against its skin if you
Yes.
hit. Maybe. Let's hope.
Hit,
See what happens.
hit.
17.
Okay, that's enough, definitely.
Awesome.
Okay.
Nice.
The holy water shatters against its rotted flesh. There is an immediate burst of green flame that swirls over its skin. Do 2d4 damage for me.
Nice maximum damage. You're doing it.
Snake eyes?
Yeah.
Snake eyes.
Oh, what's today with the
Okay.
snake eyes?
I'm horrible today.
Most
They're
of the
splash,
water,
right?
Yeah, most of the water splashes against its against the wood rather than skin. It wasn't as solid a hit as you would have liked, and it doesn't seem to be to coat the creature as well as you'd like. But several of the creatures that are just below it are splashed by some of the water, and you can see puffs of green flame as they come into contact, and you can actually hear the flesh sizzle, and that takes us
Yummy.
to
Monsters.
Marcus.
Well, I, according to the plan, unleash the power of I cast Flaming Bolt.
You point down at one of the creatures still writhing on the ground and cast your spell.
Does it work?
Yeah, your spell goes off. Yeah.
I burned it.
Oh, you're talking about reflex save. Yes, you're fine.
10.
10? Okay.
10. And my mic just fell off. You guys mute me so I can fix my mic?
This creature bursts into flame, and it's shrieking and howling and flailing in the night, but it doesn't, and then it just stops moving and falls down.
I got one.
Its flesh consumed by your magical searing flames as we go to Sassafrass.
That was lightning that you used?
That was fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
How many arrows can I dip in one flask of holy water before it takes down?
Quite a few. But every time you dip an arrow, we'll call it a move action. So if you want to fire twice, you wouldn't have. You can dip one arrow and
Well, I
fire
already
one
had
arrow.
6.
You had. Oh yeah, you had some that were
Dipped.
dipped. Right. So
So
once you run
I
out
still
of
have
those,
4 left.
right? Once you run out of those, dipping it will cost you half your
A
action.
move.
So
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just fire on. Is there one of these creatures that is closer to breaking through than others?
yeah, there's still one that looks like it's just about to climb up over the lip of the barrier and come down at Lyra. So that would be the closest one to
All
being in
right,
danger.
my first attack is on that one, and my second attack is on whichever one's closest to that one.
Okay, make your first attack.
14, 28, 32.
Yeah, you got him.
And then the second one,
She's better than you, Craig.
24, 28.
Okay, both attacks hit.
Great. Okay, the first one is 1 plus 2, 6 on that top one.
1 plus.
1 plus
Two.
1 plus 4.
Oh yeah, because the
Yeah.
third enemy. Yeah, forgot about that. Go ahead. And the second one?
5, 9.
Nope. Okay. The first one that you strike, your arrow goes right through its head, but it doesn't seem to have as much of an effect as you would have liked as on a normal living creature. The creature still seems to be, it's much more wobbly in its movements, but it still seems to be functioning. The
Even
second
though I
arrow.
hit it before that?
Calm down.
I'm just curious.
Calm down.
She's just.
They'll be dead when I'll
Jim.
tell you they're dead. The second arrow takes the second one that you targeted right through the chest, and the creature goes flying backwards on the ground, and you watch it for a moment, and it doesn't get up, it doesn't move again. You would guess that it has been destroyed.
Great.
Crag.
But that wasn't because of Lyra.
No, Sassafrass got that kill.
Right.
Right.
Are there
the
more-
one on that was going toward.
Are there more coming up?
You still hear quite a lot of cacophony from beyond the barrier, but because there's a barrier in the way, it's difficult to tell. You don't have a very good visual of what's happening. You just know that your allies apparently seem to be holding up their end of the
Well,
fight.
I'm gonna set up. I guess I move up to the barrier
Okay.
and just wait to whack-a-mole.
Now,
whenever-
I want to offer this because it would certainly make me happy. Not in a bad way, because it'd be fun. The barrier that you built, you of course would have built it slightly slanted towards the thing, providing you with a bit of a ramp if you wanted to just
Shield!
run
Nice.
forward, and you could do that.
Run
but-
forward and
and just
fly
leap
in
off
and-
it and smash things. I mean,
Like
I
Wonder
would
Woman.
allow that.
No, Jim, hold on. You thought of that really cool thing.
But-
Craig thought of boring stuff, so he doesn't get to do cool stuff.
No, here's my only concern is that last time I charged headlong into battle, rage power charge, I rolled like a 2 and I fell
We
on
don't
my
have
face.
time for
5,
reconsiderations. You move up to the where you wanted to be. You ready yourself to.
I'm ready
attack.
to just-
You want to be up next to Lyra?
I want to be closer so I could cleave. I want to just cleave heads. When stuff starts popping up, I just want to kill things.
You want to climb up onto your.
That's what I wanted. I
Okay.
didn't want to run up the ramp and
You don't
jump
wanna go
in, but I
leaping
want
off,
to
you
be
just wanna be on
there
top of
so
it.
as soon
Okay.
as...
Nothing
So
heroic, Jim.
you get to the edge and you're looking down and you can still see that there's one that's almost got itself up, but it's moving really shakily now. And it's got an arrow stuck through its face, and then there are 2 more below that look like they're starting to climb up over the barrier. But you can definitely hear the sounds of more coming from down the tunnel, which they do. At this point, 3 more of them come bursting out of the tunnel. The 3 that are currently at the base or that were in the process of getting over, one of them does get up over and begins to scramble down towards Lyra. What's your AC?
18.
18? Okay.
She also has protection from
Ah,
evil.
yeah, gotcha. It comes over and it tries to take a swipe at you, but it's got the arrow through its head, and it's really shaky on its feet. You know, it's determined to kill you, but it just doesn't function very well anymore. Barely holding itself together. The other 2 see that you're a big target right above them, so they climb up and basically are standing next to you and begin to try to claw at you. One of them hits and one of them misses, Crag. You take 6 points of damage as it rakes its claws across your flesh.
It's Kraz.
There are 3 more that have just started climbing up the barrier and will reach the top next round, which takes us to Lyra.
Aaron W says #Team Lyra for the way she commands the powers of the universe.
Yeah.
No,
Thanks, Aaron.
no. Aaron, you're drunk.
I am going
Go home, Aaron.
to channel positive energy. Oh, can I do 2 things?
So I really need to put on my iron skin.
Can I do that and channel?
No.
All right, well then I'm channeling.
Okay.
9.
9. Okay. Another burst of silvery energy comes flowing forth from your body, completely incinerating the creature that was just attacking.
Yes!
Incinerating the creature that was attacking Crag,
Wow.
Oh.
and almost entirely destroying the third one. And then so you see more of the ones that are below that were just starting to climb are also just being torn apart by this divine energy that washes over them.
Nice. It's working.
Alex, it is your turn.
How many do I see and where are they?
You see there are 3 that are right below you. Then there is 1 standing next to Crag that looks like it has been almost entirely destroyed by Lyra's magic. But then you can still hear the sounds of more coming.
All right, I'll take the other flask and I'll throw it down
Okay, on which one?
on one of the 3
One of the 3? Okay.
on the entrance. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll.
8 plus my 8.
Yep, that's enough.
That's enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
All right.
Glass shatters against its skull.
What was it? 2d4.
Yep, 2d4 damage.
Don't roll 2 1s again.
Shut up. 3 plus 3.
Get it, girl.
6 maximum.
Okay.
Nice.
Your holy water melts away huge chunks of this creature's flesh, and it splashes onto the creatures, and they're smoking and sizzling. The creature that you hit just sort of melts into a pile of bone and goo. The other 2 creatures are still up and active.
Okay.
Marcus, you can see that the battle is going surprisingly well.
You said that there was one that was almost dead.
Yes, there's one. It's standing right next to Crag. It looks mostly destroyed.
Cool. If I cast Magic Missile, I can hit it with 1 bolt first and see if that kills it before I target
You
the
have
second
to
bolt?
you have to choose both targets simultaneously.
Great, then I will target that one, and I will target one of the ones that Alex has damaged. With the splash. I need this one, and I need this one. No, wait, I want this one. The first one is a 2, and the second one is a 5.
Okay. The first one gets hit, and your bolt of magic slams into its skull, and the whole thing just caves inward, and the creature falls off the back of the palisade that Crag has erected. The second one looks
Hooray.
quite the worse for wear, but it's still active and up, but it looks like your magic has taken a huge chunk of its shoulder off.
I control the power of the universe, Aaron Webb.
For once, these guys seem to be holding their own, and this battle is going surprisingly well. There are 2 active enemies below you. They both look like they are worse for wear. You could probably finish them both off. What do you do?
Well, I still have 2 more holy water dipped arrows, so
Yeah.
I guess I will do that.
Yeah.
I will try to target
Ah,
them
shucks.
both. Alright, 17 plus 14 is 31.
17
Yeah.
plus
4,
27.
35. And I get it.
35 gets it.
Oh my god.
Oh, and it's the same exact thing for the second
Oh yeah,
There you go,
yeah,
there you
35 will do both of them in.
one. Okay,
Alright.
great. And then the first one gets 4, 5, 9.
Okay, yep.
And the second one gets 9, 13.
Oh yeah. So both arrows go
Unnecessary
sailing
damage.
forward, pinning both of these creatures to the ground. They hit the ground almost simultaneously as your arrows just 1-2 right into their rotted flesh.
Sassafrass is amazing!
They both go down and die.
Oh, I had a flaming sphere, didn't I?
Yeah, there's a flaming sphere out there.
Was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there. Just, woo.
Did I cast it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot to.
Yeah. You
Alright.
actually got a kill with it.
Oops.
Though you see no opponents before you, you can still hear the sound.
I send the flaming sphere down the tunnel.
It's not gonna
Oh, sorry.
But
I
it's
thought you
faster.
were saying we were out of combat.
No,
Is
we're
there
still
still
in
one up there with me?
No, it has been destroyed.
Everything's
Yeah.
dead?
Yep,
Everything's
you can
dead.
still hear more coming.
See, here's the thing. I'm not jumping down there because if I jump down there, none of them are going to come out and they're just going to pile on me. That's why
Yeah.
I'm staying up at the...
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you saying that you're gonna stick to the plan?
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm staying up here and
You're
waiting
gonna
for more...
stick to the plan?
That
to
doesn't
be most
sound like
effective?
Crag.
Listen to him.
But I don't...
Who are you and what have you done with Crag?
But here,
What?
I'm going to back up. I'm going to back up a little bit from the very front because I feel like they were coming up and getting me too quickly. So I'm going to...
Be smart.
I don't know.
You're gonna take
a
greater
5.
caution?
Yeah. I'm taking a step back
What's happening?
just so they can't get me
That's a
right
good
away.
question. Ben Birch, who plays Squire Quigley, is in the chat and says, "What happened? I just finished my brother's wedding." You know, no big deal. We just picked up somebody.
You've been
You've been
replaced.
replaced.
Hi, Quigley.
We have plans. We're doing so much
Quigley, you
better
should
without
know.
you.
Winning these wars
Quigley,
against things.
the party made a plan. They are sticking to it through multiple rounds,
Yep.
and they are winning because they're playing tactically and doing the right thing.
Marcus
It's like,
made
it's
a
a shot.
plan.
It's-
The party leader made a plan.
I don't think that's true. Don't think that's true.
Oh no.
Oh, we'll watch the tape back. It's a tape. It's a
All right, what's
tape.
happening?
Crag, you ready yourself? Do you want any prepared action? Do you want to?
I want to smash whatever comes up on
Okay,
this
so the first
platform
thing, yeah,
on the
the
front.
next
First
thing
thing that
comes
pops
up
up.
is you're gonna smash it. Okay.
Ben has had a lot to drink, he says.
And then he said no.
4 more of these creatures come bursting out of the tunnel. They get to the bottom of your palisade that you constructed. Alex, I need you to make a perception check.
18.
Okay. You are standing there, ready. You see the creatures below you. You're ready to
I know
strike
what's
next
about to happen.
when you hear a sound behind you. And you look and
I
you
knew
see
that
that
was gonna
climbing
happen.
up over one of the rocks is one of these creatures, but it's a little larger than the creatures below
it's
you,
the big
and it has a dark
purple one.
hue to its skin, and it looks at you with its beady red eyes,
Is that the
and it
hag
opens its
versus-
mouth and lets out a horrific rasping
The
sound.
main.
Alex, Crag, and Lyra need to make will saves.
Lyra, you have a +2 to your will save.
Aw, you kidding.
Good. Still not gonna help me much.
7.
4 + 3, yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah.
7.
You
7.
You too?
We don't have 7.
Oh, they all got 7.
3 sevens. Jackpot.
Jackpot.
You guys up in the trees are like, this is great. You see more coming out, but you're like, we've got it. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna win.
But we forgot about Jim
Wait,
Jam!
I add that?
And then you
Yes.
hear
I add that.
bedlam below you
Wait.
and sheer
Craig.
panic.
Add that.
She's
No,
safe.
no.
She's probably fine.
I add. So I got 7 plus
15.
my 10.
She's 15.
Oh.
7.
No,
You have
15.
10 for will
15.
save?
15.
15.
He gave me plus 2. Sorry, 15.
She has 15, not 7.
Thank you.
I was looking at Crag's will save over
Ah.
there. I thought his sheet sitting here was
No
was Lyra's.
jackpot. Scratch that.
No jack. Nobody wins.
Okay. Well then, Lyra, you also are momentarily overcome by a terrible fear, but then
You still
will
lost.
it away. But those of you guys see Alex throws down her blade, leaps from the rock that she's standing on, and begins to just run as far as she can. And she starts scrambling, trying to scramble up the palisade, trying her very best. Like she just in a blind panic, running. Crag also standing there ready, suddenly drops his hammer, backs away, holding his head, and just
no.
flees into the night
What?
as fast as his leg can take him.
No.
The creatures that were at the base of the palisade begin to climb up. You suddenly find that Crag rushes past you, barely even noticing you. He's screaming, and like, the terror on his face is something you've never seen, never expected to see from him in your life, and it shakes you to your very core. It is your turn.
Oh, great.
You are shaken, so you're at a -2 to anything that you do. But what do you do?
I don't know. I am -2 no matter what I do.
To any skill, attack roll, damage roll, yes.
I cast Iron Skin.
Okay. You cast Iron Skin and prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
Alex, you can take no action but to flee as fast as you can. Make a climb check.
Ooh, 20 on the die.
Okay, you scramble up over Crag's barrier and begin fleeing in a random, like just as fast as you can away from this horror behind you. Whatever confidence you felt is just completely gone as you know that there is nothing but death for you and your friends, and this is the absolute end as you flee into the night, hoping against hope that you don't have to face the horror behind you again. Marcus.
I yelled to Sassafrass, "Kill the little ones! I've got the big one!" And I move the flaming sphere to
Okay.
the large one.
The large one is up a rather sheer
You're a jerk.
surface, and you cannot be done.
Okay, I move the flaming sphere to one of the
Sure,
cadavers, one of the little guys.
It is caught in the blast of your flames.
Well, good. I burn it until it's
Okay.
dead with fire.
Yes.
10
Okay.
points of damages.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonded ring
Okay.
to cast Acid Arrow.
Oh, this always goes
the
so
best
swimmingly.
one ever.
Yes.
I'm running away, so it's all good.
Yeah, you
we're
won't
not
be
gonna
hit
get
by this
hit.
one.
I'm in iron.
I've been hit before too.
Against the large one.
The large one up on the rocks is far enough away from the light. You take a -2 penalty to your ranged attack roll, but you can still you see it, but it's still reshadowed by darkness. I'm a weenie.
Poop. Yep, it did not work. There's a 3 on the die, so I'm not going to bother to add
Okay.
everything.
There is a splash and sizzle of acid against stone.
It hits Crag. It hits Crag. He's running it. Hits him in the chest.
Why would you say that?
Because it would be great.
It's happened before.
It's happened before.
That's
This is
right.
just
Both of
a-
us.
Everything was going great until
All right,
now. What
I
do you do?
use one of my moves to dip. I'm gonna dip my +1 arrows.
Okay, you take one of your special magical arrows and dip it in the holy water.
No, I dip multiple arrows.
You're gonna take. Well, you can do one and shoot, or you can do multiple and then be done.
You
What
let
do
me
you
do
wanna
6 in one move before.
No, you weren't doing it.
That was because
were
this was
prepping, we
before
were out of
combat, so
prior
you
to
were
combat.
prepping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, I should have dipped these before. All right, I dip one of my +1 arrows and
Okay.
then I fire one of my
So it's gonna be an
+1
additional
arrows.
+1 to your attack and damage on this one.
Yeah, and I aim for the big guy.
The big guy up on the rock.
She
okay.
ignores me completely.
You don't have to worry about the darkness because you can
know.
see well enough. So
I know, dude.
Oh no, you're far more better. You're more betterer than I am.
Ooh.
Yo.
What's she roll?
19.
Still doesn't matter. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
she's
like-
got-
as high.
23.
yeah, she got a 5 on the die and it's a 23 total.
yeah.
She's fine.
She's one
Oh,
with
roll
the
your
forest.
damage.
Like a 2.
She's
She could
one-
roll a 2.
One
Yeah.
with the
I
forest.
think the only thing she wouldn't hit on is a 1 because a 1 is automatically a miss, but she would technically still have enough to hit it.
7, 11, 12.
Did you add
And
the
it's
+1?
dipped. Yes, I did add the +1.
Okay, this arrow goes plunking into its chest. You can see the wound begin to sizzle and burn as the green flare of the holy water contact spreads out across its chest. That's your round, so let's go to Crag.
Crag
You're
is
fleeing
running.
into the darkness, fleeing as fast as you can. Make
Great,
an
we're not
acrobatics
gonna
check.
know where we are.
Fall down, hit my head, and get out of the fear.
That was not a good decision.
13 plus 7, 20.
Okay, you are just as fast as you can, taking the easiest path that you can, avoiding all of the brush that's scratching at your face and leaping over roots as you flee deeper and deeper into the night. It is my turn. The creatures scramble up over the lip of the palisade and come streaming down at you, Lyra.
You said gonna die.
3 of them reaching you and beginning to claw at your flesh.
no.
But only one of them manages to hit you. Lyra, you take 4 points of damage as this thing reaches its claws across your shoulder as you dodge and dip out of the way of the other 2. And now it's your turn.
I'm going to channel energy.
Okay,
11.
11. Okay. You notice that while your silvery light does wash over these creatures and they are initially pained, they don't seem to take quite as much punishment
Why?
from your divine magic as you had hoped. It seems that while your spell is effective and Serene has answered your prayers powerfully, the actual effect on them seems a little bit less than the other ones.
Ben seems to be having some problems in chat. He doesn't fully comprehend the fact that we have both replaced him with Sassafrass and are recruiting actively Jonathan to join the party. So he.
Alex, you are still fleeing in the forest. Make an acrobatics check.
8 plus my 11, 19.
Okay. You manage to run forward without any trouble. The darkness envelopes you, it surrounds you on all sides, but you hear no signs of pursuit, but you know that if you stop now, they'll come and they'll get you, and they'll tear you apart, limb from limb, feast on your flesh.
What
So you continue
How
to
do we
run.
get out of this?
Marcus, it is your turn.
Understand.
By me saving your life.
Lyra seems to be in a spot of
The
trouble.
only thing that it really does.
I saved Lyra's life.
Okay. Now you're gonna hate me.
We're not gonna
But Crag's Palisade is at an angle, and your ball is down here, and it can't jump up
can
over
go 30
the
feet.
palisade. What I'm saying is
It
you
can move 30 feet, right?
Yeah, it can move 30 feet, but it can't go up over Crag because it's down here on the floor, and there's some...
I trapped it.
It can't leap up over Crag's wall.
I think I'm not understanding. Can't it just go around the wall and up and over?
I had allowed this to be a rather complete barrier to prevent this. Otherwise, they
And
would
there
have
are
just
no
been going.
more creatures on that side of the barrier.
No, they have all climbed up and over.
Can I dismiss the spell as a free action?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I dismiss the spell as a free action. I recast another flaming
Okay.
sphere on the one that Lear
That's
is
fine.
fighting.
That absolutely all works perfectly.
Crap. Yeah, I do that.
And indeed, it is not able to get out of the way of your flames, so...
Kill it!
Kill it, please.
A 12 points of fiery damage on the one that Lear
Indeed, you
is
managed
fighting.
to totally consume this one in a wash of flames.
That's good.
Thank you.
Because I had to recast a spell, I can't now take another action, can I?
No, that was your standard action. Was to-
But I can do a move action, yes?
Yes.
Crap, okay. So I can't, yeah, I can't throw the holy water then.
No.
No, okay. Sure, guy. I think I'm done.
Great.
Can't.
Top of the next round, Sassafrass. The creature that you hit is obviously pained by the arrows still stuck in its flesh.
Spider!
But it is not dead.
Another one?
It's dead. I killed it.
Gosh.
Yeah, no.
Um,
Not okay.
Can
Not a
I
fan of skulls.
attach a flask of holy water to one of my arrows and shoot that?
If you want to take a full round to do it, yes.
Great.
But that'll be your total action for the
Perfect. I take one of my +1 arrows and I
Okay.
attach,
Okay.
because I have 2 flasks of holy water. One I'm using to dip, but I still have one whole one left. So
All
I'm
right.
taking that
So
and attaching that.
you pause your assault for a moment and just begin to wrap with twine the flask that it's now attached as best you can to the head of one of your arrows, and then next round you'll be able to fire it.
I want to make sure that
Oh,
our
I
missing party member in chat understands that we are literally doing the best we have ever done, ever.
He says, I know, he says right now, I know Crag misses me. I can see it on his face.
That's joy. You're
I'm
seeing
upset.
joy.
No, he's seeing. I'm upset because Crag is fleeing right now in fear. I'm upset about that.
So am
Without
I.
his
So
hammer.
am I.
Remember to share this episode on Facebook if you haven't already. To win prizes, use the hashtag dragons and stuff on Facebook when you hit share, and make sure your share is public.
Speaking of you fleeing in terror, you start to feel
Angry?
calm, and you slow down, and you stop in the middle of the dark forest, and you realize that you've made a terrible mistake. You regain control of your faculties, but you are far from the site of the battle, and in fact, you can't even hear the sounds from behind you as you have fled as fast as your legs could possibly carry you into the darkness.
He teleports.
No, I don't teleport, and I don't light a torch either because my torch is back. I have nothing. I'm
Was
blind.
he using rage rounds during that flee?
He had not raged at any point during the battle.
I never raged.
I gotcha.
He was staying calm for this one.
But now he rages.
Well, does a crag crap in the woods? I guess I try to start doubling back in
Okay.
pitch black
Okay. You begin making your way.
as fast as I can.
If you're
Do I?
going to run, you need to make acrobatics checks.
Yeah.
Okay.
12 plus 7. Or jump? No, acrobatics.
Just
Regular acrobatics 7.
Okay, that's enough. You managed to
19.
avoid most of the pitfalls as you backtrack towards the sounds towards where you know the battle is.
Yeah.
And we get to their turn. This creature that is up on the wall climbs down to. It has to take a long route because it has to try to get around the thing. So it doesn't reach anybody that can attack, but it does make its way. It's actually making its way towards the base of your tree because it knows you're up there. The other creature is attacking Lyra.
What? Are there more?
There are 2 of them because one of them has just been consumed by Marcus's flame, but the other 2 Slash with claws. Okay, Lyra.
She
I'm
just
also an iron.
yeah, she has iron skin and protection from evil.
I got you. One of them doesn't matter what you got.
Because it got a
20 can't
20.
be saved.
So it's gonna crit you. You're just gonna die.
You take 12 points of damage. As this thing just it doesn't even tear, it doesn't just try to rake you, it just grabs onto you and rips a chunk of your flesh
Sassafrass
off.
is like looking over like hit points. She's like, I got so many hit points. They're coming out of my ears over here. What do I care about 12?
You need to make a fortitude save.
Oh, that's not good.
13 plus my 6.
Okay, you manage to fight back the horrific pain from attack and can take an action.
I can take an action.
It's your turn.
Oh. And the channeling energy wasn't working on these guys?
It didn't seem to be as effective. It does, you have damaged them, you can tell, but it didn't seem to have the same.
Oh. Well,
Ben Birch, Squire Quigley, says, what's taking them so long? I have no volume. Usually I've either won the day or led them to their deaths by now.
okay.
Ben, it's better that you have no volume, both for us and you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna positive energy it. 'Cause
Okay.
I wanna
To
like, at
damage
least
them?
weaken it. Yeah.
Okay, alright. Again, you call out to Serene, asking for her
Does that provoke?
help. Huh?
Does that
4.
provoke?
No. Channeling energy doesn't.
4.
4? Okay. This time the silver is much weaker. Apparently your strength is drained from the massive injury you sustained. The energy washes out of these creatures. Once again, they seem to be resisting most of your divine power. But you do something. It doesn't not hurt them, but it's nothing like what you expect. Alex, you regain control of your senses. You are in the dark, in the middle of the woods.
I'm gonna do what Crag's doing, run back.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check to avoid falling.
3 plus my 11, 14.
Okay. You find that while you don't injure yourself, you aren't able to make nearly as good a time going back. You have to be much more careful as you pick your way across the terrain in the dark. But you don't suffer for anything, but it's just not nearly as quickly as you were fleeing.
Okay.
Marcus, you see that Lyra is in dire straits. You can even see, like, she looks back at you for just a moment, and you can see, like, honest worry in her face.
It's true. I'm a little concerned.
How hurt does the big boss look?
Do you want to take some time to
Nope.
suss that out, or you just
I'm
wanna-
gonna move the flaming sphere to the one Lyra is fighting.
Okay. You move it to one of the ones that Lyra is fighting. She's fighting 2 currently, but one of them is.
Great, pick one.
Okay. Roll. I gotta roll. Roll. Oh, you managed to get it again. Roll your damage.
Thank you.
I'm saving your life with the power of the universe.
He's saving my life.
That sucked. 5 fiery
Okay.
damages.
5 points of damage. It seems to be just enough as the fire, the flames lick up, begin at the feet and then sort of consume the body. The creature goes down under the assault of your magic.
Great. I move it to the other one that she's fighting.
You can't move it to 2 different targets in the same round. You could cast
didn't-
another spell.
Oh, I get what
you
you're
had to
saying.
move it to the
I
one
get what you're
target.
saying. Yeah. Okay, then I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna use my Ring of Power. Nope, Pearl of Power, to cast Magic Missile at the one that she is fighting.
Okay, 2d4 plus 2.
Fine, I'm gonna do that. I'm a grown man. I do what I want. Count it. 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 2 is 8.
Okay, that again, the 2 bolts of magical energy go flying forth. This creature, which looks like it's just about to come at you with another assault, is slammed by the force of this magic and goes flying back. Lands on its back and doesn't move again.
I've killed it.
Sassafrass, this creature, the largest of these creatures, has reached the base of your tree and it looks like it's starting to
But not the
climb
big
up.
guy.
No, this is the big guy.
Yeah, that's the big
Oh,
one.
I
big
thought
guy
it was
is-
one of the third.
No,
those
all
are
3 of the
the
ones that Lyra
littles.
was fighting were dead.
All right.
So the
well,
big guy was coming for you.
I take my. Oh, he's just
He's
under
still
my
down.
tree
Yeah, he's
now?
down. Yeah, it's not like he's not at you. He's just down there. He's just coming
Yeah,
up.
but I could have just dropped the thing of holy water on him then. Screw it, I'll get more damage. I shoot straight down.
Okay, make your attack roll.
With the holy water
Yeah.
attached to my bow. Oh, 3.
Doesn't matter. Three will do it.
That's
87.
17, 23.
Yeah, 23
Yeah.
is enough.
Great. Wait, not
What have you done, Jim? What have you built?
What have you
I
unleashed?
know. Wait, is this the right one?
So you're gonna get your arrow damage plus the 2d4 for the holy water.
All right, and it's a +1. Okay, 8, 9, plus 4 is 13, plus another
demolish this.
14, plus 5, plus what for the holy water?
Plus 2d4.
Oh, I have to roll
the,
that.
The pyramids,
Goodness.
yeah, you're rolling.
So would I
two
just
of
say
those.
14 and where'd my 4 go? 2 and 1.
All right. Your arrow takes this thing in the shoulder as it's starting to reach forward to climb the tree. There's a burst of greenish flame as the holy water makes contact with its flesh. You can tell that you hit it, but it still continues to climb.
But I have 1 more attack.
Then go ahead and take it.
Oh shit.
This one isn't
I
a
can still
guarantee.
damage it. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me mark that up.
Well, you have one other option. You have the +1 arrows. And
I leap to another tree? No. What?
Oh no!
I'm saying
these-
you had the +1 arrows, and there's another.
Oh, I have the other
Yeah,
arrow.
that's even better.
But okay, but fireworks, but there's electricity. Okay, got it. Okay, I shoot one of my shock arrows.
All right.
Get it.
Shock
My
arrow.
second attack. She gets all the
Oh
Plus
my.
It's like
9,
mega.
26 plus 4 is 30. I think it hits.
Sassafrass is amazing.
So you roll a d8 plus a d6 for the shock.
A D8. I don't have. Oh, plus a D6.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, so that's 6, 7 plus 4 is 11, and then the shock is 1.
You fire. You take one of your last magical arrows, the one that you know to
I think
be
I'm
the
in
most
love.
powerful. You fire it directly down at this creature. Just as the greenish flames are dying down as the holy water exhausts its power over the creature, and your arrow connects right through its forehead. And there is a burst of violent blue arcing electricity through its body, and the creature seizes up and falls backwards, and it continues to spasm on the ground, its claws flexing, its jaw opening and closing as smoke pours out of its eyes and its mouth, and then it stops and it doesn't move again.
And I look down at it and I just go, that was for both. I don't know why I became German at that point.
There are no other enemies on the battlefield.
Guys, Sassafrass is amazing.
I'm going to.
I'm not near
channel
you, I
energy
can't
to
hear
heal
you.
myself.
Okay.
I'm done.
Am I still running it through the woods
Yeah.
and doing acrobatics checks?
Yep. Oh, me too, I guess.
So,
Or not.
you guys take a moment. Those of you at the site of the battle take a moment. You heal the vicious wounds you sustained. You climb out of your trees. You take stock of your surroundings. Not too long after that, Crag and Alex come upon the scene. They look exhausted. You can see their faces streaked with sweat.
Hey, where were you?
We got fear.
Sassafrass took care of it. Don't worry. She's amazing. Will you stay forever?
I pop down from a tree and I walk over and I'm like, guys, that was pretty sweet.
That was amazing.
Unfortunately,
Oh no.
it is time for us to put a pin in it for tonight. You have won
shouldn't
the
I
battle.
say goodbye?
You have defeated.
Should
the,
Sassafrass
yes,
say
of
her
course,
goodbyes?
Absolutely. So yes, you have defeated your enemies. You have accomplished your mission, despite the fact that they weren't all you'd hope they'd be. You do realize that you couldn't have done this. You couldn't have overcome this foe without them. So before you take your leave of them, or probably the next morning, I would guess, rather than running off in the middle of the night. But
Guys, thank
Yes. Yes, best friend?
Thank you so much for all of your help in helping me get my revenge for the death of Wolf. and for clearing my forest of the undead forever.
Clean your farts.
She sighs and rolls her eyes again. For your hard work, I will now each give you
We get presents
20 pieces of gold
each.
each.
Aww.
And I'm going to throw in 1 piece of gold for your team member who is not here.
1 piece of gold for it? That seems
Yes.
that seems completely reasonable.
Thank you all so much. And I hope
You won't consider joining us?
Yeah.
I must stay with my forest and protect my magical beasts.
Yeah, what about my offer? Can I
But
come
if
with
you
you
ever
forever?
cross my forest again,
Aww.
I would be happy to break bread with you.
It was very nice
I
meeting
believe
you.
that's a
So
polite way
long,
of
and
no.
I take a bow, and then I just like leap off into the forest, and they're like,
And she
"Where did
disappears.
Yeah.
Disappears.
So good.
Acrobatically.
Oh no, come back!
Better than me.
She's gone forever. Wow.
Well, you guys managed to do it. You
My
followed a
goodness.
plan. You accomplished your mission. Hats off to you. Perfect ride.
Way to go.
Thank you, Alison
good.
Haislip, for joining us. It was a blast playing
Yeah.
with you. Hopefully, you'll be
Heck
able to join us
yeah.
again at some
Yeah,
point.
it's super fun.
Yeah.
Sassafrass is a pretty kick-ass
Sassy
character.
Sassafrass.
Pretty badass.
I believe before you give the wrap up and the prizes, Jim, I just want to say I believe Allison's social media is at Alison Haislip,
Yep.
correct? Basically for everything.
ALISONHAISLIP.
And that's somewhere beneath us as well, I think, at this
Oh,
point.
and on Facebook, it's Alison Haislip Official. Make sure you get that in.
Ooh, yes. And make sure you check out her podcast. And check out Dragons and Stuff at every Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is not our official sign-off yet, as Jim has to give away some prizes.
Yes.
And I think our special guest is probably going to roll again for those prizes. Yes, Jim?
Yeah, sure. Why not? It sounds good to me.
how many
first we
kills-
have
how
to.
many kills did you get?
to
I had 6 kills.
6 kills.
And one of those was the big guy.
She got
So
almost as
Shell-
many
By the
kills
way-
as Quigley has had in 15 episodes.
I took the big guy out by
That's true.
myself.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did.
By
Pretty much
myself.
single-handedly.
Yeah.
Social has ready, and he has informed me that there were 47 valid shares. So 47 of you guys were sharing and eligible
Yes.
for the prize. So let's roll some percentages. Going 47 or below. Who's it gonna be?
10.
10.
10%. The 10th person is gonna win the Evil JimJam
10,
prize pack, which
10.
of course, guys, includes the Boss Goblin, the Villain Codex, and another pack of the awesome minis that we're giving away. Remember, if you get those minis, consider taking a picture in an interesting place, as I believe the challenge that Miss Haislip gave to you was at the top of a lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
So if you can manage to get to the top of a lighthouse,
You live by
hats off
some
to
water
you.
that happens to have a
Yeah,
lighthouse.
if you just happen to manage that.
East
I'm
Coast
not
has
going to
a
be
lot of
honest, I
lighthouses.
won't be shocked if it happens, because you guys have been, so far, such dedication to taking these pictures that I'll be like, wow.
Man.
I mean, I will certainly be impressed.
Not sure
but
where
I
John
won't be too
Christian lives, but he's
surprised.
taking a road trip to.
There is also a standing order for a volcano as well.
Standing
That was the
order
other
for a
one.
volcano if you can manage it, of course.
You need
But
a
don't
Hawaiian fan.
endanger yourself, because
Yeah, and thank
We
you
can
guys
do
for
that.
watching. If you were just checking us out for the first time on Twitch, make sure you go over to our Facebook page and give us a like and a follow. We are still awaiting to see who the winner of this prize pack is, but we give away usually 2 bundles an episode, thanks to Paizo and Sirenscape. We do this every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at facebook.com/dragonsandstuff. You can always win prizes by using the hashtag dragons and stuff during our live show, and you can check all the episodes out at that same link. We appreciate you guys tuning in. As soon as we hear from Soshal, who of course is our djinn who is trapped inside of the computer that helps us with social media, gives us the answer of who the winner is, and I think it's coming in. And Jim,
our winner today is Sebastian Canuel.
Sebastian Canuel.
Sebastian Canuel.
Congrats.
Sir, awesome name. And if you want to claim your prize, all you've got to do is message us. Message our Facebook page, let us know where you live so we can send those prizes out to you. Also, let us know if you'd like us to sign that prize. The Villain Codex is what we would sign for you. We can get all of the cast members here to sign it, but we would probably wait to send it out to you till next week so that Ben can also sign it, because Squire Quigley likes
Ben's
to.
not-
He still is a part of the
He's
party.
worth one gold
We're gonna
piece.
keep him around. So we'll wait a little bit. So if you do want us to sign it, just keep in mind that it'll be coming to you a little bit later Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. We love doing this. We hope you love watching it. We are eager to come back next week and do some more dragons and stuff. So we'll see you next week. Goodbye,
Welcome
guys.
back to Lyra and Diana, and thanks, Allison.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please go like our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/dragonsandstuff, and watch us live every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks for watching.